I'd never been so scared in my life. That's when I reached in my glove box, unholstered my pistol.
Yeah, it was about 9 shots.
That dead boy's mother wept in court today as her son's friend described the bullets that pierced their SUV, killing 17-year-old Jordan Davis. The murder trial of software developer Michael Dunn heating up tonight with his hyper-aggressive defense attorney trying to trash the African-American victim. Watch the scene unfold in real time from inside the convenience store as the deadly shots ring out in the parking lot right outside.
Good luck.
That's me.
Oh, look, it's your free one.
To my right, behind me.
Were you on the sidewalk by this time?
Yes, ma'am.
It's day 2 of the prosecution's case, but the defense's blame the victim strategy is in full gear. Today, the defendant's attorney aggressively grilled victim Jordan Davis's 3 friends who were with him that night. First up, Tevin Thompson, who was sitting right in front of the victim in the red SUV. Listen as the defense attorney clearly tries to paint the 17-year-old victim as a thug.
Isn't it true that Jordan Davis said to you, that turn it back up?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it true you were watching things escalate?
Yes, sir.
And that's because of Jordan Davis's behavior. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
Will the defense attorney's combative style backfire on him? Dunn insists he shot in self-defense after being threatened and seeing a shotgun or stick. Cops say the victim didn't have any such weapon, but the defense is pushing another theory, that the victim's friends dumped that mystery weapon and police were either too lazy or too incompetent to find it. Straight out to our fantastic Lion's Den debate panel tonight. I want to start with Areva Martin, attorney out of L.A. Are we already seeing cracks in the prosecution's case with this very aggressive, hyper-aggressive defense attorney? Or is this defense attorney a bully whose rough tactics will backfire?
I don't see any cracks in the prosecution's case, Jane. I see the prosecution very competently displaying what happened that night, which is these 4 young men, in their car, at least the 3, one's in the store, but whatever was escalating in that vehicle, Dunn didn't even hear it. He had no access to what was going on in the car, and these men are so articulate, they're so calm, and they're telling a consistent story that totally contradicts anything that Dunn is saying about feeling threatened. There's just no way he could have felt threatened in any shape, form, or fashion that justified his shooting of Jordan Davis. There's no gun, there's no stick, there's nothing in that vehicle that suggests
I see what you're saying, but Michelle Suskauer, this defense attorney, is saying, well, there is a gun, even though nobody ever found it, but it was discarded and they didn't look. I mean, he's also really hammering home on the fact that the victim used the N-word, used the F-word. What do you make of it?
And that's important. Well, first of all, Jane, I disagree with you. I don't think that he's being hyper-aggressive, over-aggressive. He's doing his job. He is trying to save his client's life, basically, and he needs to hammer out at the credibility of the kids that were in that car. They're the ones who were there. And you know what? He made some headway here, because it's important that the jury hears that they're not just calmly sitting there, they're not doing anything, that they were using bad language, and everything was getting sort of moving in that direction where it was getting more aggressive. And it talked about also the window being down a little bit. And really, it's a question of whether or not it was reasonable for Dunn to feel that his life was threatened, or his life was in danger.